Jahmai Mashack needed a lot of resiliency to arrive at this place where he's a finalist for the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. His unrivaled level of dedication in his senior campaign could be fully realized this weekend. How he hopes his efforts this season could help keep defensive-minded players from going extinct.
I don't think people realize how smart he is and how much he really understands the game.
That claim becomes quickly apparent when you realize how much Jahmai Mashack turns into another one of the coaches during practice, and he's consistently one of the main voices speaking up and helping to break down plays for his teammates. That's just one of the many ways that you can see how much Jahmai Mashack has dedicated himself to his team this season.
Jahmai Mashack is one of those guys that puts a lot of time into understanding the game of basketball. That watches a lot of basketball.
His unrivaled level of dedication is a threshold he's been able to maintain all season long, and assistant coach Rod Clark really picked up on it earlier this season when he caught Mashack hanging out in the elevator lobby during their tournament in Baja Mar.
I'm like, man, what you doing, watching YouTube? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just watching Jeremy Roach highlights. So the dude he's about to go guard in 2 hours, he's watching highlights of him on his own. This is completely like, no one asked him to do this. But that's how much time and effort he puts into the game and how much pride he takes into being the best defender in the country.
It's one thing to possess that level of intensity early in the season. It's a whole different thing altogether when you realize he maintained that level of focus all the way to the very end, such as that third meeting with Kentucky in the Sweet 16, where he left little room for doubt of how focused and locked in he was.
Yeah, honestly, like, words can't explain how much I put into this game. You know, just knowing what it meant to Tennessee fans, knowing what it meant to my teammates to get this win, knowing what it felt like for me going to Elite Eight last year. I wanted that for them, but yeah, you can ask anybody. Man, I was hyper focused on it.
Mashack finished that game with 5 steals, a trio of rebounds, and many more hustle plays that reinforces a claim Clark had from the very beginning of the 2024-25 season.
I don't care at the end of the year how many guys are up for National Defensive Player of the Year. I know none of them are doing that. I know they're not. I don't even know who it is or who it will be, but I don't think they put the time in like that.
Fast forward 4 months, and Jahmai Mashack is now a finalist in the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year, and the winner gets revealed this weekend in San Antonio. For Jahmai Mashack, he hasn't been shy about wanting to win this award, partly because he wanted to be different, and also to re-highlight how important defense is to an overall game.
I want it to be different. I feel like, I want it to be a dog. I feel like it's not a lot of dogs around. I feel like dogs are going extinct, and I feel like I'm one of them that was able to get through the virus. So I want to continue to be a dog. I want to continue to shine a light on defense and do what I can to be the best defensive player I can.
Litton's in Fountain City, proud supporters of Tennessee athletics. When you're hungry, remember Litton's for the best burgers and the best desserts in town.
It's important to make the right decisions, like when to go for it on 4th down, or when to kick the field goal or go for the touchdown. It's also important to make the right insurance decisions, too. That's why my office, Trey McAdams State Farm, is here to help you select the right protection at the right price. Our office will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages, so you'll know what to expect when the unexpected happens. With Trey McAdams State Farm, it's easy to make the right call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Proud sponsor of the Tennessee Vols.
The journey to this point for Jahmai Mashack has been anything but easy, where years past his efforts weren't truly recognized, and it's been in that journey he's relied heavily on the support from his family.
Yeah, my family's been nothing short of amazing and supported me with that. They told me the formula, I followed by them, and they've done nothing but support me, this whole time.
Rod Clark arrived on Rocky Top at the same time as Mashack, and together the pair has certainly grown a lot. For Clark becoming a husband and a father, and for Mashack, his continued evolution as a player and a person.
Oh, it's great, especially, his freshman year here was my first year here at Tennessee, so I've been able to see the maturation process and all the growth that he's had over the years. And obviously it's paying off for him, and it's extremely rewarding. So I'm really happy for him, and I just want the success to kind of continue for him, honestly.
That hard work realized on the court this season. For Mashack, his senior year had some of his best stat lines, from field goals to rebounds to blocks and steals. His best year might have been his last year.
Just want to play harder than everybody. I want to win more. I want it more than anybody I come across, and that's my mindset. I don't want there to be any person that I run into that wants it more than me. It doesn't matter what program I'm a part of. It doesn't matter what school I'm at. It doesn't matter where I go. I want to be able to win for whatever team I'm a part of, and I want to be able to be that guy that really locks down and does the little stuff in order to get those wins. Everybody can score the basketball. Everybody can shoot. but not everybody can defend like me.
Mashack's mission in March was on full display this postseason. From the conference tournament to the NCAA, he was rarely beat. Even spoiling ball fans with flashes of offensive brilliance, he helped propel his team to places Tennessee has rarely been.
Jahmai Mashack has been an Iron Man when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. There's nobody in the country that takes more pride in that being their job than Jahmai Mashack.
After 4 seasons on Rocky Top, Mashack appeared in the most NCAA tournament victories, 9, and games 13 of any player in Tennessee history. He also owns the program record for total steals with 18 and single game steals with 5 in NCAA tournament action. Mashack's impact on the team this season has been invaluable. Even when voices on social media were of the contrary, the confidence from his teammates, coaches, and family never wavered.
There's never been a time where we didn't need him, and at times he has questioned that just because he sees what people say. He's wondering why anyone would think that. But he cared more about being the defensive player of the year, because he knew that would help his team. So that's how selfless he is. That's how much he cares about everyone else. It's making sure he does his job and holds up his end of the bargain, which that's how he grew up in a strong family, because everybody in the family has roles. Everybody has to do their part, right? And he looked at this as the same thing. He attacked it the same way every day, and you never had to worry about if he cared or not. And that's what I think made him so special.
At Wallace Real Estate, trust is more than just a word. It's been our foundation since 1936. Whether you seek backyard adventures or a quiet spot for your morning coffee, we understand what makes a house a home. Our agents are here to simplify your home journey and to lead you through the process, whether buying or selling. With Wallace Real Estate, you're getting more than guidance. You're gaining a local partner dedicated to bringing your dreams to life. Start your real estate journey at wallacetn.com.
As Mashack has gone through this journey, battled through adversity, he never wavered in his belief in God. Instead, it drew him closer.
James 4:8, draws near to God, he'll draw near to you. That's a huge verse for me, man. And just knowing, what he's done for me, I always got to make sure I center back to getting to know him. Whenever I go away from him, that's when stuff starts going bad. But whenever I really seek out a relationship with him and seek out a conversation with him, he does nothing but give me grace, give me amazing opportunities, and he takes care of me and my family, and I can't thank him enough for that. It's not just because of wins, but it's because of where I'm at in my situation and how I'm blessed to just be here.
While this is the closest Mashack has been to realizing his goal of becoming the National Defensive Player of the Year, he knows his purpose is greater, and whatever the future holds, he knows that aspect of his game is far from over.
My mom has always told me to just, remember what got you here. Don't stray away from that. Even when you have success, remember what got you here, and you'll always be okay. Having God center in your heart is something huge for me, and I want to be able to do that for my family, do that for myself, my team. But the ultimate goal here is to use my platform to really show grace, show faith, and spread the gospel throughout, wherever I go. And I feel like I want to continue to do that no matter what arena I step in, no matter what team I'm part of, and whatever my future holds, I want to be able to do that.
The winner will be revealed later this weekend, so certainly make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that conversation and much more that Jimmy Himes has coming up on the Rewind as well. So again, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later this weekend.